Hey guys, Coach Lacey here from West London CrossFit. Just going to walk you guys through 5 steps to learning how to do the backflip. Alright, we're going to start with step number 1. This is our back roll position, so rolling backwards with our knees tucked into our chest. A couple things you'll want to think about here. You want to have your chin tucked under. As you're rolling, you should see your knees come up in front of you. Once you see your knees, you're going to squeeze them up and over your head as quickly as you can. Always looking for those knees. I call this spotting. So when you see your knees, as you flip around, first thing you're going to see is the floor right underneath you. So very similar to when you're flipping, you want to make sure you see those knees come up in front of you. As you flip around, first thing you're going to see is the floor as you come around. So it's not a blind movement. You will see everything that's going on through the air. So you guys can watch this video of a back roll, watch the knees, watch the chin position. Second part is going to be skin the cat. This is important because it's going to give you a feeling of how to flip through the air and how to see the floor and land on 2 feet. So you want to make sure, same thing, as the knees come up and through, you're looking for your knees. As they come overhead, we're spotting the floor underneath us. As you land with a soft bent knee. You don't want to land with your legs straight. That'll be bad for your knees there. Make sure you keep your eyes open the whole time. I'm also going to show you a pike position. So if you look now, this is going to be a pike position coming up. There's the pike position. So it's very similar. We're going to look for the legs up in front of us, also spotting the floor on the way down. Just gives you a good sense of where you are in the air, very similar to what you'll be doing in your actual backflip. Third step here, step number 3, arm circle with a vertical jump. Really important to generate that momentum through this swing, getting your arms up and behind your head. If the arms stop short, the rotation in the flip will also be short. When you're swinging, you want the arms to swing back with the chin down, of course, just the exact same thing we did with our backwards roll, keeping that chin down, looking for the knees in front of us. If the head goes back, always remember wherever your head is, that's where the body's going to go. So if your head is down, you're going to be moving vertically. If your head is moving back, the body will shoot right back behind you, leaving the movement short. So you want to make sure everything stays down, arms are back, and you'll see that in the med ball throw that's coming up next. So med ball throw, you want to throw the ball up overhead with as much torque and as much speed as possible. So you want to get that knee bend, get your arms up and back while looking down at the floor. You'll see the quickness in the throw as the med ball goes up and over my head and it crashes into the crash mat. So this is something that you can easily practice with the med ball. Keep it light, doesn't matter how heavy it is. The goal is to get that med ball up and back as fast as you can while maintaining that proper head position. Okay? Really, really important. So that's going to be what determines the direction of the movement. Okay? Arms up and back with that chin down. Cannot reiterate where the chin has to be anymore. So after that, our 5th and final step here is a small tuck position. Think of a smaller object is going to rotate a lot quicker than a larger object, right? So if we're flipping a small coin, it's going to flip significantly faster than if we were flipping a larger coin, right? Anything smaller moves significantly faster. So when you're in your tuck position, make sure your knees are up into your chest as much as possible. We want to be taking both hands down on the shin, squeezing those knees in towards your shoulders as we're flipping, bringing them up and over. Okay, smaller objects move significantly better. Always keep that in mind. These are just 5 things that you guys can practice on your own time if we have the goal of learning how to do a backflip. All right, they're lots of fun to do. You guys can do them at the gym. You can do them on the schoolyard. I used to get $1 for every time I would do it at school. Made lots of money doing that. Here are a couple of videos. I'll show you one video of a backflip in the tuck position, so bringing the knees up and over my head. And then I'll show you a second video that we have coming up after is going to be the pike position. So when I keep my legs straight, bringing my legs all the way up to my face, wrapping my arms around the pike position, and pulling my legs all the way over, landing on my feet at the bottom. Okay, the pike will always be significantly more difficult than the tuck position. Why? Because the tuck position is much smaller than a pike position. Flexibility-wise, getting your knees to your shoulders is much easier than bringing the legs all the way up in front of your face. Cool. If you guys have any questions for me on how to do the backflip, you know where to find me. I'll be right here at West London CrossFit, rocking it as always.